So in this video I've got two new irons from Callaway to take a look at, test and review. We've got the Ai150 in addition to the Apex range, as well as the new Thai Fusion, which is reassuringly expensive. We're going to hit both in this particular video, test them and provide you some performance numbers as well as my personal feedback. Okay, so two new irons from Callaway. We've got the Ai150. This is sitting in with alongside the Ai200, Ai300. It's a forged head, it's a hollow construction, it's a great looking iron this, and a little bit sleeker, so maybe just hitting a different type of golfer. We then also got a new release, which is the Thai Fusion. This is a very much a power bat. Chunkier head, a bit more confidence inspiring, titanium body, ball speed is what it's all about, so we're going to obviously hit that. But also what Callaway are claiming, it has a forged-like feel. Very interesting, we'll have a little look at that as well. So we'll kick things off with the Ai150 to start off with. So as always, we always take a look at the iron first instinct. So from the back of the head, it's very classy looking. We've got a high polished chrome section, which was where the Apex badge sits in there. We've got the word forged on there. And then we've got this very nice satin clean look with the Callaway logo at the top end of the blade. We move it around into that top edge position, and we've got a very sort of medium-ish and a nicely shaped top edge into that playing position, and we've got a really nice shape. Again, medium to top line, a little bit of offset, but not a much. Quite a compact sort of heel to toe blade length, but there's a lot of high chrome polish on it, on the toe, on the heel and the hosel. So as a lot of irons nowadays are going more satin to reduce maybe that glare, then you might like that, you might not, but there is a little bit of that very much a dazzling high chrome polish. 7-iron, this is 31 degrees of loft. Oh wow, that is cracked off. That is an explosive sound feel. Now this is a hollow construction iron. It's sitting in that player's distance category area, so there is a little bit of that element of that click. It sounds explosive. That great ball speed, 126 on that shot. So this Ai150 is in addition to the Apex range. We've got the Ai200, which is a little bit strong on the loft. That's 30 degrees. This is 31. The Ai200 is a little bit of a larger profile of head. So this is more in that player's sort of shaping of the head in a way. So it's sort of an iron that's aimed at that golf who maybe wants that compact head, but with that hollow construction, that element of forgiveness, that bit of ball speed. Ooh, it's a little bit leaky. Touch heel. Feedback's there through the iron, but the ball speed hasn't dropped massively there. 125, 126 actually. 180 carry, so quite a similar sort of distance number on not the greatest of strikes. So again, a little bit of forgiveness levels helping me out there. So it's not a Callaway iron without a bit of technology happening in here. So it's a 1025 forged body is what these irons are made up of, and they feature a 455 cup face technology in the 3-iron to 7-iron, and then as they move into the 8 to the wedge, it's a 17.4 face, which just helps to improve with ball speed across the whole set. But a very modern look to this. Some great shaping in that toe. As I say, if you like it shiny, you're going to like this because there's a lot of polished chrome on it. But it feels nice off that club face. As I say, lit, I'll just turn that over a fraction there actually. But the flight is very nice. The ball speed, again, is very consistent. That's a nice shot. That was a better shot. That's a lovely flight. That's a nice feel to that. So it's 31 degrees of loft and 7-iron. It's packed with a little bit of ball speed there, but the spin isn't too bad really for that particular iron. But the land angle is superb. So we're getting height on that iron. We're getting some stopping power through that land angle alone. So let's get one more hit and then we'll move into the big boy of the Thai Fusion. That's lovely. Like that. Great look behind, also nice look in that playing position, nice compact head if you like that, with a little bit of power packed in there as well. So availability wise in the Ai150, we've got a 3-iron all the way through to pitching wedge and gap wedge in right hand, and for you left-handers there basically is no 3-iron, so it's only 4 through to pitch and gap. Okay, so moving now, Apex, the new Thai Fusion 250 plated. Now, this is the first time we've seen Thai Fusion before, titanium body, but they've never been able to plate it with a chrome finish before because of the onto titanium. It's quite difficult to do apparently. So they've actually now figured that out, and we've now got a chroma for more of a classic sort of appearance to the look. So that's where they get the name plated from. Now the 250 is basically a larger profile than the previous model. So this is a little bit of a very much a game improvement iron. It's pretty large, it's very confident inspiring, and it's going to be a little bit of a rocket launcher apparently. Let's see what it looks like and what it performs like. So when you look at it from the back, again, it's quite clean there, looks to be a very small cavity. Obviously this is hollow, so there's a ton of forgiveness inside this, pretty wide sole, and into that playing position, we've got a bit of offset there. We've got a thick, medium to thickish top line, but we've got a long blade length. This is quite long from heel to toe, so it is very confident inspiring down by that golf ball, but without it looking massively bulky down there as well. So they've definitely combined the sleeker, keeping it slimmish, but gives it a lot of confidence that there's plenty of hitting area down there by the ball. Now, one thing they have changed a little bit with this, and it's a bit weird, I think, is the number now is sort of on the end of the toe. It's not actually on the sole of the toe. So when they sit in a bag, me being 6'5" and gangly, when I look down, I've got to bend to see the number. That's my only concern there with that number in that position, a little bit strange. But sits pretty good behind that golf ball. Not as polished on the chrome as we see in the Ai150. A little bit more of satin on that toe, heel and hosel. Oh, wow, that's gone high. And I've hit that bit off the bottom of the club. So that wasn't the greatest of strikes, but that has flown very high for that low on the face strike. And I mean, that is going, again, very high on the flight. We keep picking up a little bit of club head speed. I'm going to talk about that in a second. And again, that spin number surprised me at 180. It's a great flight on that, but the feel off the club face is quite impressive for what looks to be going to be a very loud, explosive game improvement iron. It's all about distance. Generally see the really clicky sort of sounds, and it's definitely got a more muted sound. So Callaway is saying this is more of a forged feel, titanium face, but we've got this sort of softer forger feel to it, and I'd agree with that. That sounds really good off the club face. I mean, I'm not striking that. I'm getting some feedback. I'm not absolutely pure in those, to be fair, but the ball speed's pretty good. Now, as I mentioned, we are seeing a little bit more club head speed in comparison to the Ai150. Now, these shafts are slightly different. So the standard one that comes in the Fusion is the 90 gram one. It's the 115 dynamic gold mid in the Ai150. So a lighter shaft, that's going to create obviously a little bit more club head speed. And also they're sneakily thrown in an extra 1/4 of an inch as standard on the shaft length in comparison to the Ai150. So two ways of sneakily getting a little bit more club head speed and a little bit more distance. But to be honest, probably the player that's going to move into this iron, you know, probably that sort of higher handicap golfer maybe, wouldn't mind a little bit of help on that front. That seems to just go up in the air and just stay in the air and keep going. Feels really good for that type of iron, if I'm being honest. See again a little bit here. I've not really flushed one yet, but that's the beauty. I mean, it feels like you can hit it all over the club face and get away with it. I mean, that flight is superb. 130 ball speed. Not seen 130 for a long time, if I'm being honest. 185 carry. And the spin isn't ridiculous there. You know, it's 30 degrees of loft. Sometimes, again, in the game improvement iron, we see some low spin numbers, and it will make that ball go further, but a massive cost that you lose control when it comes into land. So yes, there's some height, but the spin is low, and sometimes you get those flyers, don't we, in there as well. So it's quite refreshing to see that spin hasn't gone ridiculously low on this type of iron. Now, these irons are pretty expensive. They are very expensive. So for a 7-iron piece, you're going to be looking at around that sort of £2,300 mark. So it is a lot of money for this type of iron in this particular model. Okay, so there we go. There's the Ai150, a new edition, very compact players. Distance iron is what they're going to say, hollow construction. And then we've got the Thai Fusion 250 plated, very large profile, very forgiving, feels quite explosive, but with a great feel and a good spin number. So it probably hasn't gone as far as I felt like it was going to do, but the forgiveness levels are just off the charts with that particular iron. Post comments down below, let me know your thoughts. Hopefully I'll catch up with you all very soon.